And the newspapers very often portray women who are working on sex discrimination as castrating bitches.
I just see a lot of different celebrities that or models that have no athletic background whatsoever representing major athletic lines. To me, that's an insult. I'm a professional fighter. I'm a world champion. I'm a female boxer. And I still have to struggle to get this recognition, to get what I deserve.
I think the most common stigma that does exist when it comes to fit women or women with any sort of muscle tone is that they look manly, whatever that means.
Well, it's bad that the female athletes are getting such a bad rap. It's kind of like you can't be athletic and feminine.
I do remember being on the playground crying by myself. I mean, I was 120 pounds in fourth grade, but I was solid. I wasn't a fat kid. I was solid. I was muscular.
I'll have girls come in the gym all the time, look me up and down and say, I don't want to get bulky.
I feel like women are very underestimated athletically, being that I'm Latina. You know, you're supposed to have the big hips and the curves.
But it seems like with female athletes, it's always the but. Well, she won, but she taking steroids. She won, but she possibly looks like a man.
Had an athletic build, so sometimes I didn't fill out tank tops the right way, or I couldn't wear certain outfits because my calves were bigger, or my body was more athletic than your typical female with, you know, big chest and a giant butt and skinny legs.
I definitely have my own insecurities, and if you see professional athletes on the front of a cover, they've probably been photoshopped also.
But forget it, your legs down, they're too big. Your legs are too big.
One of our instructors told everyone in my class that we could afford to lose weight. We were so young and so small already, and we were being told that we weren't small enough.
I was body shamed in high school. I was teased for looking like a boy. I've always had an athletic build.
About how the focus should be her accomplishments, not how she looked.
But it seems like with women, we get such a bad rep. It's like we can't be sweaty and sexy. You know, Serena goes from Nikes to stilettos for a reason. I mean, and I think we have to get away with saying that she's the greatest female athlete. She's the most dominant athlete right now, period.
And the very first sport I fell in love with was baseball. And I wanted to be a professional baseball player when I grew up. And I was told at 5 years old I couldn't because I was a girl.
When I was younger, I used to get ridiculed in school, like I was too skinny, and I was taller than most of the boys when I was in elementary school and growing up.
It's ironic that main reason for her success is that she is built like a man.
Bodies, none of those look like me.
Girls with muscles.
I want a girl with big butt.
Women need to control their body.
Like a girl with
Her thighs are so
natural
fake.
I
Her
would
bikini
have
is so fake.
I'm tired.
I'm tired.
I'm tired of hearing people say that as a woman, you can't be muscular and beautiful.
It took me getting older that I was like, you know, I like how I am. I like having big legs. I like having wide shoulders. You know, I like those things. Women come in different shapes and forms, and we're all beautiful, and I'm beautiful. There's nothing I'm not able to do.
I think one of the sexiest things that you can do, especially being in sports, is just be confident.
Women especially, we have insecurities, and it's really our own making. If you kind of start to look at that insecurity as that imperfection that makes you perfectly you, then it changes your perspective on the insecurity. It's
Just because you're fit doesn't mean that you don't feel feminine anymore. And so
we're living in such an influential world nowadays that strong is now beautiful, and strength is confidence, and strength is showing that you care about yourself.
Respect me.
You have to mentally train how you feel about your body the same way you physically train for your sport.
I'm more womanly. They don't like curves. They don't like big legs. Without that adversity, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today.
Being insecure has driven me as an athlete to prove people wrong.
The biggest fight in that ring is always fighting yourself. It's not the person in front of you.
The bullies made me stronger. As an athlete, I think we push ourselves all the time. Every time I ask my body to do something, it responds. It just reminds me of how powerful I am, sometimes way more than I think.
I did everything. I was very much a girly tomboy.
I embrace who I am, and I'm not ashamed of being all woman, but being strong and being a figure of strength. I think it's important that women know who they are and aren't afraid to stand up for that.
Being tall and lanky wasn't always the most comfortable thing. Fortunately, in the sport, it's an advantage to be as long as I am. So I've learned to really love that about myself.
I like to dispel the myth that muscles are for men. They are for women. Muscles are meant to be strong, meant to be built up. Strong is the new sexy. I was the only girl on the team, and I was the only one that hit home runs out of all those boys.
It doesn't matter what you look like. It matters how you play.
Fear, if you let it, will control you. And I don't like that feeling.
I'm not afraid to put on some muscle because in real life, in science, having muscle on your body helps to burn fat and keeps you healthy for a longer amount of time, and I want to live as long as possible.
I've never avoided any particular exercise for fear of it making me look muscular. I mean, I like the muscles that I have, but I still have curves.
She represents an evolution of body image to a place where there is no apparent contradiction between muscle and curves.
Got to see all of these different women that had different types of bodies and yet were able to do so many different things. Understanding that like different bodies are still capable of doing amazing things on the field and in the weight room helped me realize that that our bodies are machines. It's not just about what they look like. And that really helped me love my own body.
Men are generally very impressed with superior athletes, regardless of gender. At least I am.
I have really big thighs, and I love them now. I used to be like, oh, they're so big. But now I know what that means. Like, for me, that means a new PR.
Your life, your rules, and find your way to really embrace that and run with it.
People will see me, for instance, and they'll be like, oh, you fight? You're a boxer? But you're so beautiful. Well, yeah, there's a lot of beautiful boxers. You need to start seeing who we are and you start looking us up. We're beautiful, we're talented, we're strong, just like the everyday working woman. We're hard workers and we're go-getters.
I definitely want to be seen as, a beautiful person. I like to be healthy and fit and to celebrate that. I like to be seen as a great basketball player. And obviously that's, what I put out on the floor. The strength, the power, the skill, the competitiveness, the passion that I play with. I like that to be seen.
See what it looks like when female athletes play sports. From success to failure, from strength and power to grace and beauty. That it is only then, I believe, that female athletes will get the respect, the recognition, and the acknowledgement that they so richly deserve.
Some girls are intimidated. They don't want to get too involved in the sport because they're scared of looking muscular or masculine. You shouldn't be fearful of making your body strong. It's a beautiful thing, and that's what we're meant to do. You're going to build up your body. It's a woman's body. It's not a man's body. So how's it going to look masculine? You look strong. That pisses me off. It's like I got to wash that brain. I got to slap the society out of you.
I think that when you feel good, it gives you good energy, good vibes, and that makes you look good, and so it's a whole thing.
I'm at a place where I accept who I am. I love who I am, whether you like it or not.